So today is many things. Shabbat Shalom. One of the things it is in my world is it's my son's birthday. My first son turned 26 today. Yes, we had to figure out how to get his own insurance. This was fun. You don't want to know. The insurance agent said it's going to be a minimum of $260 a month to $610 a month. Let's talk. We talked. I cried. He talked. I cried. No. Anyway, we're good. We're okay good. We're good. But it's also, the UN established January 27th every year as International Holocaust Remembrance Day. And so some of what I want to talk to you about, and I'm going to do this before the service because I don't like talking about sad things during the service. And I don't like talking about scary things during the service. Once the service starts, I want to be peaceful and happy and lovey-dovey. Bless you. So I wanted to let you know that this year, Holocaust Remembrance Day observances in the world are mired in controversy in a number of European countries. So there's a fascist rally coinciding with Holocaust Remembrance Day in Italy. There's the Croatia's small Jewish community has announced they will boycott their country's main Holocaust Remembrance Day event in the parliament in Zagreb. They're protesting a new memorial erected in October 2016 in the town of, and I'm not sure I'm going to say this correctly, Jasenovac, which commemorates Croats killed in the Yugoslavian War between 1991 and 95. It includes a salute to the regime that the Nazis backed. And so they are protesting this year. One of Sweden's official Holocaust Remembrance Day events is being planned in part by an extremist political group party with a history of targeting Jews. And even in Britain, the Holocaust Memorial Day observance this year features an official invitation to one of the country's most outspoken anti-Zionists, who was elected president of the National Union of Students in April 2016. I have details. I don't want to talk about the details. I will be honest with you. It is not to say that just because we don't talk about it, it is not there. And that's a very important thing to think about. I'm going to talk about it in a more positive way when we get to the talk later. But it is a shocking thing to imagine that this many years after the Holocaust, when the whole world was supposed to be commemorating it as a day of remembering the atrocity and in some sense honoring the memory of those who died, it has turned into something awful on the international world. You know that on the Jewish calendar, we will be commemorating Holocaust Remembrance Day in the spring. So this is just a little bit, but more than that, I'm going to talk about more cheerful things later. But that's why I wanted to start with that, because it's a reality of what today is. So thanks to we used to call it the Peanut Gallery, we're going to do the short service today. He called it. I have no say in this. So, just kidding. We turn to page 82, which is a verbal cue to those who are honoring us today, blessing our candles and our wine. And we begin with, you ready to come? That wasn't your cue, but come on up. So I'm going to call Tammy and I'm going to call Mitch. And before they get, come on up. As they're coming up, we're going to take a deep breath, because if they take a deep breath when they get there, they're going to blow out the candles. So that's what I tried to do. But I want it to be a warm breath, okay? Everybody take a deep breath and be a warm exhale. Inhale slowly. Exhale carefully. One more time. Exhale. We got rid of all of those bad feelings. And we turn to page 82, and I invite you to please rise for the candle blessing.
These lights are only flickering flames, yet flames illumine our uncertain steps. Flames remind us of Sabbaths long past and of their beauty that delighted our hearts. May they inspire us to work for the great Sabbath of peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvot tov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to kindle the Sabbath lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue with the Kiddush found on pages 167 and 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, parei pri hagafen.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You called us to the holiness of your mitzvah of Sabbath and the sign of your love, a reminder of your creative work and our liberation from Egyptian bondage, our day of days. On Sabbath especially, we hearken to your call to serve you as a holy people. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of Shabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. You are welcome to be seated if you promise to say Shabbat Shalom to somebody you came in with, somebody you didn't come in with, even if it means walking all the way to the other side of the thing. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. And I'm going to say thank you to the Toys family because we had a catastrophe with our Kiddush cup. Can you see how sparkly this Kiddush cup is? It is more sparkly than it has been for decades. And we had a catastrophe one day, and it fell apart. And we gave it to Craig Toys, and he sent it to California to a specialist in Judaica. And when it came back, it was unrecognizable. So I felt like it was a new one. But an interesting fact is, I tried to see if I could find a replacement just in case. And I could not find a Kiddush cup for sale that had a cover on it. That's an interesting thing. So not to say we don't need one anymore. But we are going to continue, contrary to what the Peanut Gallery wants us to do on page 84. We're going to sing. Page 84. We're going to welcome, thank you. We're going to welcome the Sabbath, the angels of Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruchuni L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzedchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 85. The synagogue is the sanctuary of Israel. Born of our longing for the living God, it has been to Israel throughout our wanderings a visible token of the presence of God in our people's midst. Its beauty is the beauty of holiness. Steadfast it has stood as the champion of justice, mercy, and peace. Its truths are true for all people. Its love is a love for all people. Its God is the God of all people. As it has been said, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples. Let all the family of Israel, all who hunger for righteousness, all who seek the eternal, find God here, and here find life. Yitkadal v'yitkadash me Rabbah, בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן, יהא שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמך דקודשה בריחו, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. O God, how can we know you? Where can we find you? You are as close to us as breathing, yet you are farther than the farthermost star. You are as mysterious as the vast solitudes of night, yet as familiar to us as the light of the sun. To Moses you said, "You cannot see my face, but I will make all my goodness pass before you." Even so does your goodness pass before us in the realm of nature and in the joys and sorrows of life. When justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when to the last full measure of selfless devotion we demonstrate our belief in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness, then your goodness enters our lives, and we can begin to change the world. And then you live within our hearts, and we, through righteousness, behold your presence. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. I will call the Bet class up, please. Everyone may be seated except the Bet class. That's what I'm supposed to say. This is what we've got with us tonight. I was promised a whole lot of kids, and look who was being. You want this or no? Here, it's a big step today. Yeah, we're talking about that. Ready, go.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לטטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem. Keep going. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way,
when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates.
Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God.
Way to go. Thank you. Wait, I need this one. Oh, thank you. I, very great, wonderful. I, the Eternal One, have called you to righteousness and taken you by the hand and kept you. I have made you a covenant people, a light to the nations. We're Israel, witness to the covenant between God and God's children. This is the covenant I make with Israel. I will place my Torah in your midst and write it upon your hearts. I will be your God, and you shall be my people. We are Israel. Our Torah forbids the worship of race or nation, possessions or power. You who worship gods that cannot save you, hear the words of the Eternal One. I am God, there is none else. We are Israel. Our prophets proclaimed an exalted vision for the world. Hate evil and love what is good. Let justice well up as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. We are Israel, schooled in the suffering of the oppressed. You shall not oppress your neighbors nor rob them. You shall not stand idle while your neighbor bleeds. We are Israel, taught to beat swords into plowshares, commanded to pursue peace. Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, desolation and destruction within your borders. All your children will be taught of your God, and great shall be the peace of your children. We are Israel, O God, when we are witnesses to your love and messengers of your truth. You are my witnesses, says the Eternal One, and my servant whom I have chosen. Know me, therefore, and put your trust in me. We are Israel. Whoop, up. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים לפני משה, זה ליאנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם ועד. V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. O God, spread over us your shelter of peace, of quiet and calm, and bless us with rest. And let a time come when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish, a time of happiness, of contentment and rest. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu va'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim. We give thanks for the night and its rest and the promise of peace for all the world. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the tefillah, which begins on page 93. Adonai sifata tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibur v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh Hakol, ve'Zocher Chaste Avot v'Imahot, u'mevii geula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. God of all generations, of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, of Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, be praised. Your wondrous creative power fills heaven and earth. God of life and death, be praised. Through us, send help to the falling, healing to the sick, freedom to the captive. Confirm your faithfulness to those who sleep in the dust. Awesome and holy God, be praised. With acts of love and truth, we hallow your name. As it is said, be holy, for I, your eternal God, am holy. God of times and seasons, be praised. Enable us through Sabbath rest to explore and learn and impart the meanings of your Torah. Make our hearts ready to serve you this day and all days. God, who answers prayer, be praised. May we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God. Source of life and its wonders, be praised. You are the miracle within all we behold. You are goodness. You are compassion. We give thanks to you forever. Please continue with me in English. God of peace, of justice, and of love, be praised. Inspire us to banish forever hatred, war, and bloodshed. Help us to establish forever one human family united in peace. God of peace, bless us with peace. We take a moment for silent prayer. my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, be acceptable to you. Adonai, my rock and my redeemer, God, my rock and redeemer. I sang that with Virginia this morning. I went to see her. She said she wasn't feeling well today, but she sang it. She remembered those words. We did it in Hebrew. She sang in both Hebrew and in English a little bit. It has become our tradition, as you know, to add, Misheberach avotenu v'imotenu, may the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us in this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they've been called to serve. May they return home safely, and let us say, Amen. So there's something very strange about what's happening in the Torah portion today and what's happening in our world today. The Torah portion today, or tomorrow, is a section where it's the beginning of Moses being told that he's supposed to go and speak to the Pharaoh and say, let my people go. And in fact, we even get to the first four plagues, or first few plagues. But there was one part in particular that struck me especially today, because it is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. For one thing, and that's why I brought up some of these situations of anti-Semitism, because a lot of times when we are suffering, when we are feeling that these forces, like anti-Semitism, are coming at us, and we don't know what to do. We call out to God, and in the Torah portion, we were feeling that kind of oppressed, and we didn't know what to do. And then it tells us that God heard our cries, and that was why God sent Moses and Aaron. And last week was the burning bush story, and we didn't get to talk about that much. We talked about other selections from the Torah portion, but you know that at the burning bush, Moses said, don't send me. I'm not a good speaker. Please don't send me. And God said, you can do it, and I'll send Aaron to help you. So what happens today is a repeat of that in some way. And I have to be honest with you. Every time I read this portion again, I have to stop and say, wait, what? Because God says to Moses, go tell my people, go tell the Pharaoh, let my people go. And Moses said, no, I won't go. I won't talk to the Pharaoh. And I forget that. I forget that Moses tells God, no, I won't go. Because that's not how I remember it from the movies. I'm just saying Moses did go, and Moses did say, let my people go. And in the Torah, Moses refuses. If you want to know why Moses refuses, you're going to have to come to Torah study tomorrow. Or look at it yourself. But Moses refuses. And so what happens instead is that Aaron gets to be the one who talks. Now we knew from last week's Torah portion that Aaron would probably be the one who talks. But in this case, Moses refuses. And God lets Aaron talk. And so when there's this kind of anti-Semitism, and I guess you've heard that over the past few weeks there have been JCCs that have been threatened, and it wasn't real, but it was scary to the people in the building. When the world is filled with something like that threatens us, and we feel we have no control over something like that, sometimes, like Moses, even Moses, we don't feel strong enough to talk about it. We don't feel strong enough to speak. And fortunately, there's Aaron, who's ready to speak. And the other thing that it reminds us in today's Torah portion that I'm going to remind you today, and that is, it tells you very specifically how old Moses and Aaron are. It says that Moses is 80 years old. and Aaron is 83. So Aaron is 83 years old. He gets to go up and Aaron gets to do the cool thing with the staff turning into a snake. He gets to do all that. That's in this Torah portion too. And that's pretty cool. But it surprises me that Moses says no. So I'm just saying, sometimes when it comes to something like anti-Semitism, that's a frightening thing. I pray that I'm brave enough to talk and speak out, but I don't know that everybody can be that brave. And know that maybe there's an Aaron there that you could say, tag, you're it, and he'll be there for you too. And at least in the Torah, we know that there's a happy ending. So I had one other thing, speaking of happy endings and speaking of Holocaust Day. A news report came up that said, here's another horrible thing that's happened recently about the Holocaust. Have you heard about this? That people have been taking selfies at Holocaust sites and saying, do you know what a selfie is? So they'll take a picture of themselves in a situation and they'll say things that are incredibly insensitive. They're at a Holocaust memorial site. So there is a guy who, and here's something that last week we talked about this at World Religion Day. We talked about how do we include our young people in what's going on, how we make them excited about our faith. And I keep saying it's going to be something other than something that we already know. And I think this speaks to it because people are doing things. There's a picture, for example, that they showed that apparently now in the center of Berlin, there is a huge Holocaust memorial with lots of what almost looked like grave markers to me. And there's a picture of a guy jumping from one to another saying, and his quote on there was something like, look at me jumping on dead Jews or something. And it was just horrible. And so there's a guy, a Berlin-based satirist and author, the guy's name was Shach Shapira. He took the people's photos with these horrible concentration camp, and he took concentration camp footage and juxtaposed it with these kids playing games and taking pictures of themselves. And he created a website of these things. He took 12 absurd things that kids posted of themselves and the things that they said, and he juxtaposed it with what really happened. And they said that it was launched on January 18th this year. The website was visited by more than 2.5 million people. Most importantly, they said, the project also reached the 12 people whose photos and selfies were featured, among others, obviously. And so he said on his site, I will take your pictures down if you contact me. And each of those people contacted him, apologized, realized how horrible it was what they had done, and promised not to do anything like that again. Now, he can't swear that they will not or anything, but he felt appropriate. He took down those. They all took down their selfies from whatever sites they posted it on, and he took them down from his site, and the site no longer is necessary. But I thought that that was a positive, interesting way to try to deal with this kind of ignorance. And so I thought I would share that with you. Now, Mr. President, somewhere here I have news for you to tell us what's going on. It's not this. Dum-dee-dum. Here they are, hiding. This one's yours. And somehow, for some reason, it got droopy. Thank you. Here, over here.
Thanks to Tammy and Mitch. Next Friday, February 3rd, will be Simcha Shabbat. And next Saturday, February 4th, will be Tot Shabbat at 9 a.m. Next weekend, the weekend of February 3rd through 5th, our ISJL Education Fellow will be visiting all weekend, working with our religious school teachers and students. She will also join us at services, Tot Shabbat, and Torah study. Sisterhood ladies, please make plans to attend a Ladybug lunch here at B'nai Zion on February 14th at 11:30 a.m. Please RSVP by February 9th to Jerry Black. The Brotherhood of B'nai Zion and the Men's Club of Agudath Achim are helping to host an evening of dinner and Fiddler on the Roof on Saturday, March 4th. Your cost would only be $25 per person. They will need to order the tickets soon, so please contact the office if you're interested so that they know how many tickets to order and what size restaurant they will need. Donations were made to B'nai Zion or for Pulpit Flowers in memory of Millie Hyman by Dorothy and Bernard Lobel, in memory of Vera Miller by Herb Miller and family, in memory of Marvin Muslow by Mary and Stephen Muslow and family, in memory of Lee Ellen Oglethorpe by Angie Nolani, and in memory of Morris J. Weiss by Mandel Selber Jr.
Thank you. Well, your hot air has gotten it all the way up to 63 degrees now, so I appreciate that. But stressing about trying to get it done quickly, I forgot to say the Mishaberach on the inside back cover of the prayer book. I mentioned that I sang that song with Virginia, and then I forgot all about. We've got a good report from Bill. I'm turning off the mic. That you would like to add to our prayers, I invite you to call them out. For all these names and those we choose to hold in our hearts, we say together, O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh Cholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. And if you are under the age of 13, I would like you to come and help me by, if you're under you can come up and open the ark. No? You could do that? You don't have to. I would invite you to come up. Page 148. Everyone rise when the ark is open. Thank you. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שכל עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלאכי המלאכים, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And on the facing page we sing, V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. And when the ark is closed, you may be seated. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We continue on page 151. So I want to, before we read, I want to tell you that according to my records, we have had no military deaths in action yet this year, thank God. We have had 3 firefighter deaths this year, 1 male, 2 female, and we've had 10 police deaths so far. We continue on page 151 at the top. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We continue on page 153. Life is finite. Like a candle, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. Then it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light, we see. In light, we are seen. The flames dance, and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down in gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has taken from us this past month. We remember Margaret Rifkin, and we remember Maureen Carroll Pletman. And as we remember those who died at this season in years past, we first need to remember those whose congregants' parents died within this past year. We remember Ira Katz, we remember Sandra Barron Weiner, and we remember Dot Kaplan. And now we remember those for whom we're observing the Yortsites this week. It includes Henry Kahn, Josephine Cohen, Genevieve Cowan, Harry Ehrlich, Benjamin Eltis, Ruth Frankel, Shirley Fryer, Paul Gardspain, Isabel Goldman, Harriet Goldsmith, Felice Flaxman Harris, Goldie Williams Heine, Millie Hyman, Joe Kahn, Esther Kaufman, Sadie Cooperman, Lillian Mandel, Vera Miller, Max Morris, Hyman Muslow, Isaac Muslow, Marvin Muslow, Micah Neustadt, Jacob Novak, Lee Oglethorpe, Morris Rubin, Sophie Rubin, Louis Schwartz, Melvin Steiner, and Morris J. Weiss. I'm sorry, it was Lee Ellen Oglethorpe, I'm sorry. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled, and even though this is an International Holocaust Day and not the one that we acknowledge specifically, it is in our hearts as well. Loving God, we rise, as together we praise your name. The Mourner's Kaddish is on 154, and the translation is on 155. We raise our voices together, and we say, Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayachon u'v'yom echon, u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv, v'imru amen. Yehe shemei Rabbah mevarach la'alam u'lalmei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Amen. Please be seated. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Adon olam asher malach v'terem kol hitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefto kol azay melech shemo nikra. I have one other person who's singing with me. Thank you. But maybe you know it in English if we do it like this. On a wagon bound for market, there's a calf with a mournful eye. High above him there's a swallow winging swiftly through the sky. How the winds are laughing, they laugh with all their might. Laugh and laugh the whole day through and half the summer's night. This is your part singing. Donna, 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 donna. Donna, 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 don. Donna, 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 donna. Donna, 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 don. I was going to do don. Never mind. Don. It worked. What? On a summer's night and on a winter's night. Everybody who's under the age of 13 can come up if they would like to and help me with the motzi so you can eat your challah. You stand in front right here. Stand in front here. If you'd like to, come on up. Ready? She gets it. Ready? Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. I get the board and you get the bread. Grab, grab, grab. Oh, grab, grab, grab. Nice shot. Good. Thank you, ladies, again. Please rise for the closing benediction. Are you warm yet? Nope, that's why I'm letting you out. See what I did there? It is a blessing to be together, even though it's freezing, and I'm sorry about that. We will make it better for next time. We will. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you. May God protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the warm light of God's face shine upon you, be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face be lifted up to you. May God grant you peace. Shabbat shalom.